hoopinhoops.com. Please subscribe. I certainly will appreciate it. Okay, so let's dive straight into this one. The Lakers won game one on the road against the Golden State Warriors. In many ways, the outcome of that game reflected what I said a few days ago regarding the matchup between these two teams. If you recall, I said the Warriors would have the advantage on the perimeter, while the Lakers would have the advantage in the paint. In game one, the Warriors made 21 threes. They had 53 attempts and they made 21 of them. I think that's somewhere around 39 point something percent. Um, so so yeah, they took their threes and they made a decent percentage of it. The Lakers, on the other hand, only made three threes. Sorry, only six threes. It was not three. It's six threes. They took 24 um, shots and they made six of them. But, you know, AD, on the other hand, had 30 points compared to Looney and Draymond Green, who combined for 19 points. I should also point out that Anthony Davis also had 23 rebounds and four blocks. So he had an all around dominant performance on both sides of the ball. Okay, the Lakers also had 25 free throws to the Warriors five. All this is to point out that, in the paint, the Lakers dominated the paint. And of course, the Warriors dominated, you know, beyond the 3 point line. The thing is, the strategy of the Warriors was, to some degree, they dared the Lakers to shoot threes. And the strategy worked. As I pointed out, the Lakers only made six threes. So that's only 24%. On the other hand, the Lakers' strategy was that they kept an eye on Steph all night. They used the length of Vanderbilt to guard Steph Curry. Now, Schroeder also took a spell as well, but it was primarily Vanderbilt they had on Steph Curry most of the night. And of course, what the Lakers would do at key moments is that they would throw double teams at him. The Lakers was able to throw double teams at him because the Warriors were playing two non-shooters. That's Draymond Green and Kevon Looney. And you're playing both of them at a time. So the Lakers really did not have to pay much attention to these two guys while the Warriors are on offense. At times, Draymond Green was not even looking at the basket. So at halftime, despite it looked like the Warriors keep making their threes, it looked like they're scoring. The Lakers was up by 1 point at halftime. I think it was 65-64 at half. And in the fourth, the Lakers opened up a 14-point lead. And, once the lead opened up, it forced the Warriors to reveal of what I believe to be some of the Warriors' game two strategy. They went to a small ball lineup and they started to play some zone defense against the Lakers. And it almost worked because eventually the Warriors went on a 14-0 run and they tied the game. The thing is, once they tied the game, I think what's his name, D'Lo, he made a layup to put the Lakers up by two. And once that happened, I think also LeBron, he drives to the basket. They fouled him. He made 1 out of 2, so they up three. And with 10 seconds left, Jordan Poole attempted a three-pointer, and that's what you're hearing. A lot of people are talking about that three-pointer. You know what they're saying is that Jordan Poole should have let the clock run down some more, before taking the shot, or he should have at least tried to get the ball to Steph. I will tell you this one thing: the strategy about running down the clock. I don't know how good of a strategy it is, because you run it down, and if you have one shot, you take that shot. You'd want to at least have the opportunity, if you miss, to get a second attempt at it. So, I mean, I understand getting it to Steph, but the other thing is Jordan Poole had been making his three pointers, you know, and if he had make that shot, you would not hear anybody talking. And you know, he made six threes in the game, and he made a long free sometime before. So, from my perspective, I thought maybe he shot the ball a little early. But my guess is that he made his three pointers earlier in the game. He felt good about it. He was wide open, and he missed. So you live with it. You know, the thing is he missed. The Lakers won. The Warriors just have to look towards game two. But this is what I will tell you: game two is a must win for the Warriors. If they lose that game, they're in trouble. I do not see Golden State going into LA and winning two straight games. Not the way the Lakers are playing right now. Not with, the team they have, that team the players they acquire after the trade deadline. So I will say it's a must win for the Warriors. Otherwise, they're in big trouble. Now it's not impossible for the Warriors to go to LA and take both games, but it's highly improbable. I hate to dwell on game one, but the Warriors had three players that made at least six threes. That has never happened before. And the team lost. It will be interesting to see how Golden State responds, what adjustments they make, because I'm thinking they reveal some of the strategy, for game two or in the fourth quarter. But of course, I mean, I have no idea what Steve Kerr is going to do. So it will be interesting to see. But like I said, if they lose game two, they're in trouble. The other game on the night was the Hit Knicks. And I mean, I won't say much on that game other than, the Knicks won. It's a game I think they had to win, given that the Heat was playing without Jimmy Butler. But it was not an inspiring win. In the fourth quarter, the Heat was up, until New York went on a bit of a run, and they took over the game. But like I said, the Heat did not have Jimmy Butler, and of course we know Tyler Hero has been out. So, but the Knicks got Julius Randle back, and he gave them what, about 25 points since he came back from that injury, and it was a needed 25 points. He didn't play bad at all. Together with Brunson, they combined for 55 points. So the way this series is going, and you look at Jimmy Butler not 100%, you look at the Knicks team, and the Knicks are more whole than Miami, but Miami's playing them tough. So it's difficult to gauge exactly who's going to advance. But early on in before the series started, I picked um, Miami to win. So I will stick with them and we'll see what happens. Hoopinhoops.com.